Good morning, grade 7. Today we are going to discuss or explain the second lesson, which is about the structure of atom. Okay, as we can see here, we have a model of an atom, and I'm describing it and drawing it and label all the particles inside it. We know that the atoms is the smallest building unit, and it contains smaller particles. We call them subatomic particles. These particles are divided into two parts. The first parts of these particles are located in the nucleus, which is located inside here. So this is the particles inside, and there's another particles revolving around this particle, and we call them something we're gonna know it now. So inside the nucleus of the atom, we are going to find something called protons, which are positively charged, and neutrons, which with no charge. And the atoms or the particles that revolving around the nucleus, we call them electrons, and they have negative charge. So protons and neutrons are the subatomic particles that make up the nucleus of an atom in the center of it, and the protons have the positive charge and neutrons have no charge, while the electrons are the subatomic particles that are orbiting around the nucleus, and they are negatively charged. Then we have something called the atomic number and the mass number. What is the atomic number and what is the mass number? We know that we have 117 elements in the periodic table. Each element has a specific symbol for it. So as an example, we have here the carbon, and the symbol of it is C. So as you can see here, that the carbon has 6 atomic number and 12 atomic mass. What is the number which is up? We said that is the atomic number. If you notice, the atomic number is the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom, and also the number of protons equal the number of electrons. So the atomic number is indicating the number of protons and the number of electrons in this atom. And the atomic mass is here, we found it at the bottom, and it refers to the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. So when we have the two numbers here, we can get the number of neutrons so easily. So when I have this diagram or this label, if I'm asking you the number of protons, you must say that they are 6, because the atomic number equals the protons, and the number of electrons also equals 6, because it's the same. If I'm asking you here the number of neutrons equal what, you have to say that 12 minus 6 equal 6. So this is the number of neutrons. And here also we can see this. That as we discussed this before about the atoms and matter, so you can see the electronic cloud which is revolving around the nucleus, and the nucleus which containing the positive charged protons and the no charge neutrons inside it. The subatomic particles make up every atom, so the protons are positive and the neutrons are with no charge, and the electrons are negatively charged. So we found the positive or the protons and neutrons on the nucleus, while the electrons on the electronic cloud. So as you can see here in the diagram, the electrons revolving around and the nucleus containing it from inside. And this is the example which we took it before. I'm referring to the symbol of carbon, which is C, and 6 is the atomic number, which is equal the protons and the electrons too, and 12, which is the atomic mass, which is the number of protons and neutrons in it, and the element name is carbon, as we know. So let's practice on this. We have here an element called magnesium. Magnesium, the symbol of it is Mg, as you can see, and we have here the two numbers. The upper one we call it the atomic number, and the lower one called the mass number. If we want to know the number of proton, we must see here. So the proton is the atomic number. So we have 12 protons here. If I'm asking you about the electrons too, this also will be 12 because the atomic number referred to the protons and also refers to electrons. And if I want to know the number of neutrons, I must look up here. So I have 24, this is the atomic mass. To get the neutrons from it, I must take 12 from 24. So we have 12 neutrons in this atom. Thank you and keep watching us.